First off, I want to thank everybody that said happy birthday to me today. And then for everybody who's going to say it to me in the comment section, I just want to let you know that you're late. KC Construction, we're here for a basement remodel with an added half bath on the pump. Now, I'm not one to sell. I mean, listen, I'm not going to want to do more than I'm actually contracted to do. That's basically where it comes down to. So when I walked into this plumbing system, it's a one-level house with a one bathroom and a one kitchen sink in it. So the plumbing's pretty simplified at that point. Now, in order, if you added a Liberty pump in the basement, you should have a vent drop down into the basement ceiling. We call those future vents if they're not being used. This house did not have a future vent, so I had to go ahead and cut a vent in because it is a permanent job. We're not 30 packing this one. I needed to cut a vent in 6 inches above flood level rim of the highest fixture on the first floor. So when I had to do that, this stack was already piecemealed together. Had some PVC, had some cast irons, had some no-hub clamps. I recommend it to the people since we need to tie the new pump in the basement and also cut a Y in the first floor closet. I mean, you're right there. You're going to be putting a new roof on in a couple of years. You might as well already have a new piece of plumbing sticking out of the roof. We're not that far away. And I'm just going to end up having to cut out from the foundation wall for a new stack anyways. So might as well, instead of piecemealing it back together for the 400th time, let's just do a whole new stack, vent through the roof. This is my man, Johnny from KC Construction. I mean, somebody should follow him around for a day with a video camera. I'm sure you'll make a couple of coins. So day one, once we sold him that extra, what I did was, since the carpenters were there, as you can see, no cozy collar was installed because my man Johnny right there on the roof was on the job. We call him the specialist. I ran to Home Depot and I grabbed the new flashing. I got up on the roof, pulled the old one out. He saw me struggling. He hopped on too, and then we put the new flashing on. Now we're going to cut out the complete stack. This is a different day the next day. We're going to suck the toilet dry with the shop vac. Remove the toilet and smash away the cast iron down in the basement. Big Mo's upstairs. Look at that rotted plywood. But then we're going to take care of that as well. We're going to get a new piece of plywood and screw it underneath the giant hole. There you go. And I drilled the giant hole myself because that's the only hole saw I had on the truck at the time for some reason. We got 3-inch long brass screws. Otherwise, I would have used 2-inch deck screws that I had on hand. I was trying to use those red rings, but the tile was too close to the red rings, so I couldn't get them. The red rockets? Rings. Where am I? I couldn't get them to work, so I didn't need them. The metal flange sits on the tile floor. I think you'll see it later on in this video. Who cares even? I mean, the toilet's already mounted and it's probably been used 200 times. And I'm pretty... we're missing 2 screws. I don't have the answer for that. Anyways, now we're going to be downstairs, I believe. Yep, cutting out at the foundation wall. Some people said, why are you decreasing the pipe size here? And then I would say, who gave you your plumbing's license? This is a no-hub cast iron by PVC adapter. The ID is the same as the PVC. So the ID of this is the same throughout. PVC is thicker. I don't have the answer for this. But all I know is that the inside diameter is the same all the way through. And it's the correct way to adapt 2 different transitioning pieces together as you find their adapter. Constrictor, those got the multi... Listen, everyone would yell at me, you got to duct tape your PVC glue and cleaner. I hated duct taping it because I always ran out of glue first. I probably used 2 glues to every primer. So I'd have to cut the duct tape. At that point, I'd rather have them single. Then I saw these little pot carriers roaming around and I was like... Waterflow sent me one. It was honestly, yeah, if you could actually buy them by the tens, I believe they have specials. You can get multi-packs for all the bigger companies. It's well worth it. I try not to sell much other than my clothes on here, but these guys are just like Cozy Collar. They're a mom and pop shop. They started their own shit and they still work during the day. A little side jobby. So I'm here to support them just as you guys are here supporting me. Listen, the stack might not be lined up with that Y, but those are all street fittings. That's a street 4x2, street 4x3, street 4x2Y. So I didn't really have a choice on how much it pushed me past, and I'm not going to use fittings on the riser. But what I will use is a little bit of man muscle, pull that sucker up, and now she looks mint like you never knew. I still don't have a torque wrench for no hub clamps, but one day I will get one of those. Now I'm rolling this Y, so this is going to be the Y that picks up the pump out of the underground. And I'm going to roll that off to the side so we can access the clean out on the riser. Somebody's going to say, why do you have a clean out on the backside and one on the riser? So full size coming through the wall, I give you a full size clean out. And because it's a riser, I would have had to, why not give you access to above? It would probably never be used, but I'm there now. Why not? 4x2 in the beginning's picking up the laundry. Somebody's going to say that this laundry is an S-trap once you get done with seeing it, but an S-trap is not the size of the pipe between the two hubs. An S-trap measurement is taken from the trap wear to the throat of the TY. That's where you want your number. Diameter squared. How was that for a John Madden of the football game for plumbing? Not too shabby. Vent through the roof. We got the future vent dropped. I had no choice but to kind of run it out in the closet a little bit. I did my best, all right? That's all you can ask for. There was a truss downstairs, whatever. I don't have to explain it to you. The check already cleared. New toilet on the floor, new toilet flange. We all saw that. And then we're going to be heading downstairs. Mo did the half bathroom wet wall. I let him handle that right there, all the water pipe, all the PVC, while I took care of the stack throughout the house. And then when I needed a hand, I yelled for him. When he needed a hand, I just let him suffer in the corner. But all in all, it came out pretty nice. And I think maybe my pump discharge may be a little crooked to somebody on the internet, but it looks fine in the basement.